Good afternoon, everybody, to the Cabinet meeting. Item 1, apologies for absence. We've got Margaret Glancy. That's the only one. And is it your wish that we approve the minutes of the meetings of the 15th of November and the 29th of November as a true record? Can somebody propose? Second? All those in favour? That's unanimous. Thank you very much. Does anybody have any declarations of interest? No declarations. The next item is reports from the back from the Scrutiny Committee. We have no requests or reports from them. So we move on to item 5, which is the vision and framework for the corporate strategy. I've got one correction to make in the text, which is small point on page 21, which is paragraph 510, referencing statement 8. The word should be net zero, not carbon neutral. We got the jargon wrong there. So I will move the recommendations at paragraph 2, which are to note, endorse and approve a small consultation period in accordance with our rules. And the key paragraph in the document is really at paragraph 8 at page 23, which is about the implementation process. I think we've discussed this quite a lot in different forums, so I'm going to go straight to the vote if that's all right with you, unless anyone wants to ask anything. Good. Okay, so those in favour, I'm proposing. Are you seconding? Good. Those in favour? Thank you very much. That's good. Now back to the agenda. So the licensing enforcement policy. Now the pages 25 to 62. We've had this discussed this at length as well. It's gone to the licensing committee. We've accepted some modifications that I think Pat proposed to the license. One of us did anyway. One of us said we wanted some changes, and it's a very good report. And I want to record our thanks to the officers for producing this. At paragraph 2, the recommendations are to approve and to delegate authority to the director and the portfolio holder, which is, who's the portfolio holder for that? The Councillor Glancy, and she's all in favour of this, so that's good to report. Anybody got any specific questions? No. Well, in that case, let's Pat.
Only a very, very minor matter, and I'm not quite sure where it is here. Where we do the delegating for minor sort of correct, that I think could also include just mistakes as well, you know, which it doesn't, but yeah, typos.
So you can accept that as a text, or is it not necessary?
I think we can acknowledge that the minor amendments would include any errors or omissions or typos that need to be corrected, and we can note that in the minutes later.
Thank you. Okay, well, I'll move from the chair. We accept the report. A second. Thank you. All in favour, are we? Yes, that's unanimous. Good. I'm sorry to be going so slow, but I'll try and pick up if I can. Right, the quarterly report, performance progress. The thing that jumped out at me was the on the housing, the fact that I can't read this, Ed.
95% of decent homes.
Yeah, 95% of decent homes standard. So that's a really good thing. I think it's a good milestone progress. Yes, Sarah.
I think I just would like to add that not only do we receive these reports, but actually going out and speaking to some of our tenants. I went to Gretton Court last weekend and actually had one of the residents in tears who was so happy with the changes that have been made to her flat. So whilst we get presented with this report and it's the facts and the figures, I think actually speaking to our tenants and getting that feedback of what a difference it's made to their lives. So I'd like to feedback to Michelle and team that that's really good work.
Take that
Thank
back,
you.
can we? Because that's it's the human beings that matter, not the statistics in that sense. So the recommendation is at 2.1 to note the contents of the report and to thank the officers for their fine work. Would anybody like to propose that? And second over there, all those in favour? Excellent, thank you very much. And last but not least, the complaints and annual self-assessment report. That is at page 89 in the bundle of documents that we have. Now, this is a vital document which we have to do. If you look at the summary, we're required to do it for the ombudsman, the housing ombudsman. So it's absolutely vital that it's done. I'm very grateful that this is another step in our compliance regime of regulations. So has anybody got any questions on that? Yes, Pat.
Not a question, but just a comment really, how important complaints are. They're the best feedback we could have. And I just hope people keep complaining when they've got reasons to complain.
Anybody else? So the recommendation is at 2.1. The Cabinet note the findings of the complaint self-assessments for 2023. And can we join with that? Thanks to the officers for a good piece of work. Thank you very much. So I'll propose it. That's all those in favour? None against. That's approved NEMCON. So Elaine, I'm sorry you've had an exciting afternoon. I declare the meeting closed.